Ooh, hello there my fellow miners and crafters, good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft, and we're flying over Pirate Island with our greatly expanded pirate town down below with all sorts of super cool and interesting places now to fly through the island. Last week we truly made a massive step in expanding this island, and it is super cool to see so much progress. And thank you so much for all the inspiration and all the things that you guys have given me to inspire me to make this island, and it is coming out exactly how we dreamed, and that puts a smile on my face, and I hope it does you. And today's episode we're going to destroy things, and this is where we're going to destroy. So Black Sands Island was the first thing that we built here on season 6, and we put a lot of work into it. This was like taking things to the next level at the very beginning of the season, but from the very beginning, I told you we would rebuild this island into something incredible, and that day has finally come. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making one gigantic spire with a portal way up in the air, with a rope bridge attaching it over to the island, and all sorts of other spooky enhancements to really make this area come to life. Actually, would it be come to life or come to death? But anyway, guys, it's gonna be a lot of fun destroying that. But how do we destroy it? Do we use some TNT? Do we use some fire charges? How do we destroy this thing? Let's go jump over to the top gunpowder. Get ourselves some TNT. It'd be a good day for explosions aboard the starship Good Times. Oh, I thought you could launch fire charges flying. That was incredibly anticlimactic. I apologize. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna be like a fighter jet coming in launching stuff. Okay, well that was really anticlimactic. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna do it. Wait, I thought you could throw these things. Wait a second. Oh, geez. Okay, all right. Whoa, I don't know how these work apparently. Okay, I think I've got it. You need to use a dispenser. So I made a cannon with a little button on the back. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, maybe a few adjustments will need to be done. All right, the dispenser's now in the air. I didn't have any other blocks to scaffold up with, but I think if I push that button, the TNT might explode. So I'm gonna be Scar safe here, and I'm gonna remove that, and our floating cannon will now destroy Black Sands Island. Ah, okay. 3 more blocks over. All right, I've been shooting these things left and right, and not one of these things has hit the targets. Wait. That clearly hit it. The fire should have activated the TNT. How is it not activating the TNT? Because if I take flint and steel, I can turn these things on and blow everything up. As the worst pirate ever, I'm just gonna walk up to the TNT. I'm gonna place a button, and there we go. Let's run. Oh my gosh. It's gone! Black Sands Island is now ready for a complete rebuild, and I am super hyped. This is gonna be amazing, guys. And yeah, I apologize about my poor pirating. I promise I will get better. By the time we get some ships in here, we'll be a real pirate. Boom, boom, boom goes the Black Sands Island, and there we go. So we've got the start of the destruction, and now we need to jump into cleanup. We need to maybe kind of reclaim some of the resources. That's why I didn't want to go full on boom, boom, boom goes the Black Sands Island, because I wanted to maintain some of the resources here and use that for what we're going to build now. So I want to see it in the comments right now. Hashtag I trust Scar, because I posted a picture of this on Twitter and people are really sad to see Black Sands Island go. But don't worry, because we're going to build something absolutely amazing, and the true vision for this island is what we're going to construct now. So we're going to jump into super fast excavation / boom 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 mode, and let's get to it. End of super fast build mode, and we've got ourselves a layout, and it is looking super fancy. Also, this area is incredibly dangerous at night, so unintentional mob farm number 633, and we've got the layout for our spire. So we have this giant one right here, and then a smaller one off to this side, and apparently I left the topmost piece of Black Sands Island still above. I meant to have like a really graceful land and a killing of that creeper, but I got really distracted by that. Anyway, so my idea is to build another spire. Okay, so another spire will go up there, and the portal is going to go up the very, very top, has like a spooky, like purple eye up there. And then we're going to have this catwalk that will then connect the island to a giant, cool little ancient tower on the other side. Now over here, I'm thinking this is like the home of a witch or something. Like it's a smaller spire with some more spooky looking houses built within it. And then the sands around the area, we're going to mix it up. You know, originally we just had black, but I think I'm going to incorporate a little bit of gray into it, a little bit of spooky sand. And with that, I hope you guys like that idea. And if you have any other like spooky things we could build here, put it in the comments, hashtag spooky items, and we'll add it on a live stream. So yeah, I think this area is going to be absolutely amazing once it's completed. And I keep losing these black shulker boxes on the black sands right here. They blend in there. But what we need to do is we need to head over to Concord, because Cub says there's some profits for me. Over here at the Concord boardroom, do you want to hear a sad story? A sad tale of Scar's death 3 times by a slime? I knew you did. So what happened was, I was at the gold farm, I fall off of it and die, okay? My bed is obstructed and Spawn Island. So the closest portal in Ender Chest is in Concorp. So I took that portal, I come in here, I have half hearts because I had to take fall damage to get off of the platform and onto the main ground of the Nether hub. So I run over here, I get out my elytra, and I hear a whoosh, whoosh. I turn my head and a slime destroys me. I'm dead. I had half a heart set up. It was a full slime. And then I come back in. I'm grabbing my elytra. He's back. Whoosh, whoosh, killed. And that happened 3 times. So that's why we're missing 2 parrots, because my parrots got really scared and they ran off, and I don't know what happened to them. Anyway, that was story time with Scar. And 30 diamonds, there we go. Oh, that is a very, very beautiful. Let's store those away and let's get to work. That looks absolutely terrible. We've got to do something about it right now. So I've got myself a giant inventory full of dirt and 1 random coarse dirt block apparently. And we're gonna come in for a swooping attack. Nope, 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 what the heck? Why am I on fire? What the heck? How did I catch on fire? This makes no sense. I have no idea how I caught on fire. I think creepers now have a special attack. It's like their bonus attack. Oh my gosh. Do you spit fire, Bob? All right, we're learning new things today, my friends. Fire charges can't be thrown, and creepers have fire attacks now. Jeez Louise. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to take this dirt and we're going to build up, as we do the dirt method, a beautiful spire with a friend. End of super fast build mode, and that was one of the hardest dirt methods that I've ever done, and it's because I started with too thick of a base of the structure and I kept trying to salvage it, and I think it would have come out better if I would have just completely torn it out, but it's a process, right? You can never get it perfect the first time. And let's land on our island, and I think once we get all of the details installed here, I think it's going to start balancing and start looking nice, because as I mentioned many times before, perspective is really important to me, and that's something that I've been working really hard on Minecraft with lately as, like, you know, a challenge to improve my skills and things along those lines. You should always look for your shortcomings and try to fix them, and that's what I've been trying to do with scale and perspective. So we've got that installed, and we have our little one over here, which might get a little bit bigger. Now for this guy to help balance it a little bit more, I might do like a secondary one, like off to the side a little bit right here. I think would look really nice, but we can't get to that until we start applying the stone. Now let's fly up to the top of this one real quick. There we are. And so let's look at this real quick. This is a tipped spire, whereas this one is kind of had its tip, you know, blown off. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to carve out this, and that will be the portal, and then the walkway will go to here. And I think that'll be really, really cool. And the reason I've gone so high with this one is to help once again balance the entire island. As we have the giant volcano to the left and to the right, this kind of helps offset the kind of awkwardness of the island when looking at it. So yeah, pretty pleased with this. We still have our elusive top of Black Sands Island. I think I'm gonna leave that there for a joke for a little bit. But anyway, let's hit super fast build mode one more time and stonify this tower. End of super fast build mode, and I've been slaying monsters left and right, and I have a trophy now because of it, as we've built ourselves another unintentional mob farm down below. But anyway, we've got the spires all stonified, and I think adding the little ones around it have really kind of balanced it a little bit. It's still, perspective-wise, I'm not huge on it. Like, I think we could do better, but I think once we start adding more detail, we get the black sands down, we get the spooky sand down, all those blocks will really start to transform this area and make it quite a bit better. And as you can see, the snow is back. I noticed it over here. Look, 2 more. Oh, now 3. And over on this one, look, 2 more. And I think there's 3 more on the back. Like, I don't know how much more snow that I'm going to continue to get here because I keep putting down blocks to prevent it. And it just keeps coming. It's like the prequel meme, like I said on stream. It's just so cold and gets in everything. As you can tell, I'm not big on this sand or snow business. But anyway, so I think it's starting to look good. And as I mentioned before, I really wish I would have just tore it all down and then rebuilt it from the ground up. And that's the point of doing it with the dirt method, is that you have those options. But I decided to like stick through it and try to finish it. But I'm still not 100% pleased with it, but I think we can do it. I think if we have the confidence and the passion of 1,000 scars, we can actually make something really cool here. So where we're going to start working immediately is the actual portal. So we're going to cut out a huge chunk of this and then have the portal be a pass through here. And then the actual tip of the island up there is going to be made of obsidian, and it'll be something different from the rest of the spires. So I think that'll be really, really cool. And of course, once we start getting the black sands, the spooky sands down there, it will really, really start to make this thing look better. And I think it'll be way more into perspective. And to think, that was once the highest peak of the island. Oh man, I love it. Anyway, let's get some materials and get building. After some time, I think this is the right height to start opening up the mouth of it, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So we've got a lot of dirt in here from the dirt method, and it takes a lot to do it like this. And make sure if you're doing the dirt method, you actually use it to its fullest. Like if you're not exactly happy with the perspective, tear it down. Don't keep pushing it like I did. But anyway, let's start opening this up, and my thoughts are I'll probably go up a little bit, maybe about, you know what, I think that's probably about as high as I want to go, maybe to about right there. And then we're going to kind of open up the sides a little bit more. There we go. And then the interior, of course, will then have the portal, and we'll knock out that wall back there so you can fly through it. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. And I'm just going to go down maybe just a little bit here and start blasting all of that dirt out of there. And let's kind of see how this is starting to form up, and knock that down just a little bit more. Fantastic. Now we can shoot ourselves off and see the result. Oh man, you know what? This is the first time I've actually like it. And it looks absolutely horrible, but I can see the giant portal, the little purple curtain. Oh, it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be fantastic. So let's start knocking out this wall, and then yeah, let's fly through it just for the fun of it. Now that we have the hole in here, I think we finally have a worthwhile design, and that is a huge relief because, man, I was kind of worried we would have to tear everything down and redo it, but I think we have potentially salvaged it with the gigantic hole, and everything I guess is solved by just punching a hole through something. Probably wouldn't recommend that, but I am actually pretty happy with this. So I'm pretty terrible with portals, so I had this kind of sinking feeling that now that we raised this all the way up here, is that going to affect the nether? I'm kind of worried about it, and I think it's a little bit over from the original spot, so if that was the height of the original island, the portal used to be right here, so it's a little further over, but I don't think that's gonna matter too much. I'm gonna have to see if a Zoom or a Cub can help me later on because they're portal experts and they save me every season. But anyway, yeah, I think this is looking good. So we need to jump over to the shopping district and hopefully get some supplies to aid us in our building. Somebody be leaving their pickles around the shopping district. We need to get some kind of garbage disposal service around here. Look at this, there's pickles everywhere. Anyway, let's head over to the False's shop now. Only 2 diamonds per stack. Wow. Oh, okay. An entrance. Oh, it's an ender pearl. I'm like, it's not an entrance I've seen before. I don't know why the thought of me going in that chest came through my brain, but I'm going to admit it did for a moment. What in the world? I'm like attached to the side. Why did these things just keep happening? These things just keep happening. I'm literally attached to the side of this thing. Okay, how am I, okay, there we go. Jeez Louise. Why is playing Minecraft so hard sometimes? It was 2 stacks, right? No, 2 diamonds per stack, right? Okay, there we go. We will grab those, and is that enough? You know what? Let's not have to come back. Let's do another stack there, and then we'll run those guys like that. Is there a nether shop? Someone who sells nether products like spooky sand, nether wart, and those different things. And look at this. There's pickles in Cherry. First, they disrespect Cherry with a cookie and a fish tank, and now they're putting pickles in there. There's a bird pooping in Cherry. This is unbelievable. Had to hop up on the roof here and do a little meditation as the frustration of Cherry's disrespect melted away. I can now look at it in a comical sense, and that bird there has some bowel issues, as one could tell. But anyway, I have searched everywhere for the shop that we need, and that is a shop that sells spooky sand and obsidian, but unfortunately nobody does, so we're gonna have to head into the nether, get that, and down into the mines for obsidian, and I also need food. So I'm just going to roll into Impulse's drive-thru. Apparently there is a hole in his window, and get some golden carrots. So I'll meet you back at the island. Back here at Secret Pirate Cave, I think I've got everything organized for our build today. We've got the black sands. We have, I think it's this one, the gray sands, because I want to add a little definition into the sand. So maybe we'll work that into it, and I think that might look really nice. There's some purple and some red. That's for near the portal. And then of course your detail blocks and your spooky sand, your magma blocks, and of course additional detail blocks here. And I believe, yes, this is my palm tree or dead palm tree box. So let's pack this all up and head back to the island. I don't know if it looks like it, but I spent another 2 hours on the island just adding more and more stone to give it more depth, more personality, if you will, because it was just a little spike in the air, and I think we're slowly getting it with the base design. So I think everything looks quite a bit better, and I'm glad I spent that extra time. So what we're gonna do now, of course, is we're gonna slide on into the hole here, and let's get building. So we need to fix this up a little bit. So we need to find the center, and I believe this will be it. So we'll start building out the portal, and I wish we could build portals in a haphazard way, but we have to build them in a square, or a kind of a rectangle, if you will. So we're gonna start dropping those down, and I think once we get, we're gonna need more than that. There we go. I think once we get this design going, I think it's gonna look absolutely fantastic. And just seeing this thing buzzing around in here is gonna be absolutely amazing. So let's get it installed. Portal is now assembled. It is time to light this candle. Cross your fingers and let's hope it's not too big. Here we go. Oh, I was so worried there for a second. There was a little delay, but it has worked, and that makes me super, super happy. Oh my gosh, I was so worried there for a second. Oh, look at this thing. Okay, all right, now I'm kind of thinking that we could have made it bigger. I don't know, could you have made it bigger? Anyway, let's do the true test to see if this is a good design by looking at it from afar. Now, as I've mentioned before, this was a dream to make like a super cool spire with a portal at its heart, and I think we did it. I think we made something really, really cool. Like, I love like the story behind this thing now. Once we get the black sands down there, we get more details installed. I think it'll really, really feel like that cursed, spooky pirate island that we've always kind of wanted. Like, it looked okay with the black sands and the portal, but I think this is truly our vision. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just love extracting an idea from one's brain like Dumbledore's pensive and then be able to like translate that into blocks. Like, it's such a rewarding and amazing feeling. Do you guys get that? Like, when you do extract that idea, it's just so fun to see it all come to fruition. Oh man, and look how much fun this is gonna be to fly through. Oh man, I love it. This is fantastic. One more time. Oh gosh, this is great. Anyway, let's jump in here and start getting to the details here. So, when I'm looking at this, it's really far inward. I guess it's actually in the direct center, right? I kind of wish it was a little bit more forward, like kind of right on the edge. But maybe it's better that this is truly like the heart of the spire and everything is eroded around it. That makes more sense, but it would be cool if we could thicken the portal up. Is that possible? By like building more obsidian all the way around and lighting more layers. I don't know if that's possible. We could experiment with that. But I do think it is good that we have extra room in here, being that I decided this is the entrance to the portal. We'll go through this volcano, right? And then there'll be a rope bridge connecting to this, and then another spiral staircase up to the top. And of course, if you come in and out of the portal without an elytra, there will be the rope bridge, as we spoke about earlier in the episode, over to the main island. So, I think it's okay if it's in the center. I will experiment and see if we can make it a little bit bigger, but yeah, let's start making this place look super, super sweet. Getting those details rolling. The detail is starting to form in the interior of the crystal, and I think it is looking pretty darn cool. So we'll fly on in, and you can already see all the little beautiful glass particles emulating from the portal. Like, I kind of think of it as like kind of Ender themed in here, right? So you have the curtain, so I'm gonna call that the Ender curtain of portal wonderness. And you have, you know, the lighter color, so you can see in there, you can pick out, you know, the light purple and then the darker purple. So that's what I've kind of designed here. So there's the dark purple, there's the light purple, and there's black in there to fill in the whole dynamic range of light to shadow. And I think that is looking very nice. And if we come out of here, you'll notice that this section right here is pretty well set up eventually to have the walkway from that volcano all the way over to here. So I think that'll be really, really cool. So I've tried to take the obsidian and the coal blocks and things like that and bring them more outwards, but it didn't look very good. So what I'm gonna do is just use this as a central kind of core design. So like I said, I had it kind of spilling out over here, but I don't know. I think the obsidian clashed too much with the stone. So I think keeping it tucked inside is really, really good. So where we need to go from here is add in all the detail along the spire, work on the perspective, and of course, bring the Black Sands to Black Sands Island. So my friends, let's hit super fast build mode one more time and fully transform this area. End of super fast build mode, and we have Black Sands Island completely rebuilt in what I'm gonna call an unintentional mega project, because this episode has taken 3.5 days to fully complete, from resource gathering to building this gigantic island, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And unfortunately, we lost a couple really good clips in that time lapse because I didn't push record. But I think it came out still really good, and I hope from the bottom of my Scott heart that this episode has inspired you to maybe make something like this, or just jump into Minecraft and make something amazing. And I know you can do that. And yeah, this was a wild project, but I'm so glad that we put in the time, because this is what we had in our mind from the very beginning of the season, to make this super cool spired island like so below. And I think we've got some fun little details with the palm trees and the coarse dirt and things like that that really take Black Sands Island to the next level. And I think it's worth it. I cannot wait for you guys to see this, because on Twitter, people are a little bit worried about Black Sands Island, and I don't blame them, because Black Sands Island was our very first build we did here on the server. And let's fly up to here and take a look at what we're gonna do in the future with the area. So as you can see, we don't have the catwalk through here, or the little rope string bridge, because I have to end this episode. Like, we got to work on our next project. So we're going to build that either in our next episode, or we're going to do it on a live stream. And then of course we'll build like the little house, or where the witches live, or a pirate witch maybe. We'll be a pirate witch. Interesting. Got to think about that. Anyway, so that would be where you enter, and then there'll be another rope swing bridge over to this thing. And I think it'll be really nice to see this area connected. And heck, I'd like to see way more rope swing bridges around here. Don't really know where we'd put them, but I want them. But yeah, I'm happy about this. Yeah, I'm kind of exhausted from it, but I'm also happy about it. I think it came out really cool. And yeah, so there we go, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed, and until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later, and don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life.